The Bible Stories. The story of Noah's Ark.
The wickedness of mankind filled the earth, and their hearts turned away from God, causing him great sorrow.
Bible verse. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every intent of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
God resolved to cleanse the earth through a great flood, wiping out the corruption and giving humanity a fresh start.
Bible verse. So the Lord said, I will blot out man whom I have created from the face of the land, man and animals and creeping things and birds of the heavens, for I am sorry that I have made them.
Noah lived in obedience to God's commands and maintained a close relationship with him, and in turn, God showed him grace.
Bible verse. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord.
In a world filled with sin and with judgment approaching, God entrusted Noah with a special mission.
Bible verse. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Make rooms in the ark, and cover it inside and outside with pitch.
God provided Noah with precise and detailed instructions for constructing the ark.
Bible verse. This is how you are to make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits.
God spoke to Noah, promising to save him and his family through a covenant.
Bible verse. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you.
God not only commanded Noah to build the ark but also instructed him to gather pairs of every kind of animal to bring into the ark.
Bible verse. You are to bring into the ark 2 of all living creatures, male and female, to keep them alive with you.
Noah obeyed God's commands with faith, never doubting or hesitating whenever he heard them.
Bible verse. Noah did everything just as God commanded him.
Before the floodwaters came, Noah and his family obeyed God's command and entered the ark.
Bible verse. And Noah and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives entered the ark to escape the waters of the flood.
God guided all the animals to enter the ark 2 by 2, male and female.
Bible verse. They went into the ark with Noah, 2 and 2 of all flesh in which there was the breath of life.
After Noah, his family, and the animals entered, God sealed the ark.
Bible verse. And the Lord shut him in.
The foretold flood began, with springs bursting from the ground and rain pouring from the heavens.
Bible verse. On that day all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened.
For 40 days and 40 nights, rain continuously poured down upon the earth as God's judgment unfolded.
Bible verse. And rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
God's judgment brought a flood that covered the earth, submerging the highest mountains and destroying all life outside the ark.
Bible verse. And the waters prevailed so mightily on the earth that all the high mountains under the whole heaven were covered.
During the flood, only Noah, his family, and the animals in the ark were preserved.
Bible verse. Only Noah was left, and those with him in the ark.
After the flood had lasted for a long time, God sent a wind to make the waters recede gradually.
Bible verse. But God remembered Noah and all the beasts and all the livestock that were with him in the ark. And God made a wind blow over the earth, and the waters subsided.
To protect Noah and his family in the ark, after the rain ceased, the ark came to rest on Mount Ararat.
Bible verse. And in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat.
Noah sent out a dove to check if the floodwaters had dried.
Bible verse. Then he sent forth a dove to see if the waters had subsided from the face of the ground.
After the flood, the earth began to dry, and God gave Noah the time for a new beginning.
Bible verse. And in the 1st month, the 1st day of the month, the waters were dried from off the earth.
After the floodwaters had receded, God instructed Noah and his family to leave the ark and step onto the earth.
Bible verse. Go out from the ark, you and your wife, and your sons' wives with you.
Noah let all the animals out of the ark to live freely, and God commanded them to multiply and flourish on the earth.
Bible verse. Bring out every living thing, that they may abound on the earth and be fruitful and multiply.
After leaving the ark, Noah built an altar and offered a sacrifice to thank God for his deliverance.
Bible verse. Then Noah built an altar to the Lord.
God made a promise to Noah and his family, assuring them that he would never again destroy the earth with a flood, bringing them hope and peace.
Bible verse. Never again will I curse the ground because of humans.
God placed the rainbow in the clouds as a sign of his covenant with Noah, his descendants, and all living creatures, promising never to destroy the earth with a flood again.
Bible verse. I have set my bow in the cloud.
God commanded Noah and his family to fill the earth with life again.
Bible verse. Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth.
God emphasized the value of life and gave humanity responsibility for it.
Bible verse. And for your lifeblood I will surely demand an accounting.
Noah's sons became the ancestors of all nations on earth.
Bible verse. These were the sons of Noah, and from these the people of the whole earth were dispersed.
Noah's story concludes with God's blessing and faithfulness.
Bible verse. And God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them.
The story of Noah's Ark revolves around God's judgment and salvation. Seeing the corruption of mankind, God decided to bring judgment upon the earth through a flood, but provided Noah and his family with the opportunity to be saved by building an ark. Noah obeyed God's command and, along with his family, was spared from the flood. This story illustrates God's faithfulness and mercy, showing that his promises never fail. After the flood, God granted Noah and his family a new beginning, allowing life to thrive again. The rainbow became a symbol of God's everlasting covenant with humanity and all living creatures. Lessons. 1. God's faithfulness and promise. The story of Noah shows that God is faithful to his promises. Despite the world's corruption, God saved Noah and his family, granting them a fresh start. This reminds us that God always keeps his promises, and when we trust and obey him, he opens the way for salvation. 2. Obedience and faith. Noah's obedience to God's command led to his salvation. This teaches us that when we trust and follow God's will, he provides a way for us to be saved and experience his blessings. 3. God's salvation is for all. Just as Noah's family and the animals were saved, God's salvation is available to all people and creatures. His plan of redemption extends to all nations, generations, and creation. 4. New beginnings. After the flood, God gave humanity and all living creatures a fresh start. Similarly, through God's grace, we have the opportunity for new beginnings in our lives, no matter our past. 5. The sanctity of life. God values life and has entrusted humanity with the responsibility to protect and honor it. We are called to cherish the life God has given us and to respect all living beings, as we are stewards of His creation. Noah's Ark story teaches important lessons about God's salvation, His faithfulness, and the importance of obedience and trust. It reminds us that through God's grace, we can experience new beginnings and live according to His promises.